Yo, what it do? Kid Jamala, CEO of Lorraine Records, and I'm here rocking with Bree Productions.
Hey, going.
Bree more. Bree more production.
Hey, going. Hey, going. Hey, going.
Bree more.
Hey, going. Hey, going.
Ready?
Let's get it.
Okay, you guys, welcome back to the Bring More Productions YouTube channel. What up? No, I'm just playing. Today we have a special guest, and I say special guest because I actually I really appreciate when people jump off the porch and really take risk. And it's so easy for us to join other organizations and build what they have already going on, but for you to jump off the porch and build your own platform, that's a lot of courage, a lot of bravery. So our special guest is Kedrick, and he is the owner of Lorraine Records. Okay. Oh wait. I'm gonna do it. So we got the roadcaster. Why not? What's up?
Let's go.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Shout out to you for being on time.
Early.
No, you ain't no, we got, especially us, we have this this bad rep about being late. So I really appreciate it. You was early, you was early. You beat me here.
Yeah, I got to think about respecting the platform, and I really respect you and your platform.
Thank you.
For real.
Thank you. So let's talk about Lorraine Records.
Okay.
One thing that I did notice about you is the fact that you are taking the traditional route. Yeah. And you are, when I say traditional route, you out here in these streets. Because I met you at Texas Entertainment Media Day. I feel like I seen you before.
I think the same thing.
And then I'm just looking around and I'm like, okay, you really making your rounds. So why are you not like most people and just solely depending on social media to get your business out there?
I really think the biggest way to sell, or just the biggest way to reach people, is face to face. So that's really big for me. So I try to, I'm in your face with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
But people would argue that social media is a great tactic as well. So.
And I don't disagree with them.
Yeah.
I just think, I like it to be a little more personable. Good people out there, good talent out there, and I always find it on social media.
So what's your target? Like when you do make your rounds, what type of people are you willing to shake hands and kiss babies with?
So it like-minded people that on the same journey of never giving up as I am, you know what I'm saying? On that path of standing up and, walking that line no matter what, you know what I'm saying? You might stumble, you might step past it or whatever, but at the end of the day, you're willing to still keep it going. Them type of people.
Yeah. That's your tribe?
That's my, yeah.
Why?
Say it again.
That's your tribe?
My tribe?
Yeah.
I say it's my tribe because it's I'm relatable. I guess I'm just relatable. I'm more I understand them more.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Have you came across people? Cause you're not from Dallas, right?
Nope.
How long have you been in Dallas?
I've been in Dallas for almost 5 years.
How's it working for you?
It's great. I love Dallas. Shout out to the D.
Where you from?
I'm from Arkansas. Shout out to Arkansas.
So why did you make that move? Why Dallas?
I feel like I'm extremely active. I was, really, I go about things real strong, and I don't think that was really accepting me. I came to Dallas, and Dallas really was open arms, and understood, what I got going on and was willing to put in that time with me to make it work. So it was a different mindset.
Yeah. Do you think like people from small towns usually come across that type of mindset? Majority.
No, not the majority, definitely. I do think there's others out there, and I think now today, 5 years later, they're kind of catching up, but not by now, and I'm on another level with it,
Yeah.
So yeah.
So when you look back and the people that had that small mind 5 years ago, and now they see you in 2022, do you have the ha-ha moments with them, or I told you so?
I'm not that type of person. I really just motivate people. One of the reasons why I even stepped out the porch, as you were saying earlier, is to basically show people that there's more out there. You might not understand it, but there's ways to kind of go and get the information and knowledge you need to go and get to understand it. So just don't push away. Go and try to research what's being given to you.
Okay. So do you believe, because a lot of people have this belief system that you have to leave your hometown to be successful?
A lot of times, yeah, I do believe that, mainly because they're just so comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Well, everybody else not like that. New people not like that.
New people not like that.
Nah.
I remember Boosie said the people that like that sit next to you, that seen you like in elementary school, like they don't want to see you shine because y'all came from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
So the minute that you start shining more than them, it's like it's an issue. Like how dare you? But I would never understand that mindset, because it's like I work. That's why I'm in the position that I'm in.
I would never understand it either. I love to see people grow and do more, so I'm always the guy to try to push you to do that or see what I can do. I don't want nothing from you. I just want to help you, So I would never understand that.
Yeah, that's weird.
It is weird.
Major flex. It's just real flex.
Like,
weird.
That's a lot of energy you got to put out to even be that type of way.
Yeah, that is a lot of energy.
I don't get it.
Yeah. So tell us more about Lorraine Records.
So as you stated, Lorraine Records started from Arkansas. I had a few artists I was dealing with that didn't kind of work out, so I decided to come to Texas. Started working with an artist by the name of Sean Austin. We released a single called Stand Up. Stand Up is a very uplifting, positive, commercial type song. So, I had a few runs, school tours, and a few other things, and now I'm just kind of out here scouting, looking for new talent. Yeah.
I went on your Instagram, and I liked that you was like at an event, and 97.9 was there, and you gave them the track to play at that instant.
Oh yeah, I'm a dog when it comes.
Yeah, that's why I'm like the
if I
traditional.
want it done, I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah,
like, seriously.
Yeah, I was like, that's a traditional way, because usually somebody just, nowadays people just send you links. I get links all the time, like listen to this, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But it's different from somebody being in your face. And like listen to this like right now.
One time I had a meeting with K104, and I never actually told the story, especially not live, so you get exclusive. So I had a meeting with K104 one time. I was walking with Steve Nice, and Steve Nice basically wanted me to speak to another guy who was basically over the music, breaking music or bringing them in new music off the streets, or so I couldn't get in contact with the guy. So one time what I did was I went to K104 myself. I went through the regular way. It didn't work out. I seen the stairway. I went to the stairway. And I was in the stairway, and the guy that I was looking for, he came up the stairs.
Oh, wow, that was
and
God.
And then he was like, yo, what's good? So I was letting him know, like, you know what it is. And, Steve said, send me whatever. And he was like, come on, man, you lucky, because I'm late, whatever. So he on the air the whole time. I'm in the room with him. We chopping it up. Like, it was some real, like, dope stuff. So I was in the room with them, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up about my song, you know what I'm saying, that I had released. And I got to meet those stories, I ain't gonna lie to you. But, yeah, that was, like, one of the dopest stories, you know what I'm saying, happening like that, because I know that's going to be a part of my success story.
Yeah, that's dope. Like, how do you feel about creating this record label, right? And a lot of artists are claiming independence.
Oh, okay. Well, with me, we're actually still promoting independence within the artist. So, like, is there a difference within like a bigger label? They'll come in and probably take 100%. We're not really trying to take 100%. We just basically want to take enough to kind of help you help yourself, and that's really what it is. So you're still, sort of speaking, independent, especially on the recent deals I've been doing. They're all single deals, so you always have the freedom to do what you want to do. But I mean, ain't nothing wrong with growing with people though too. You know, for all you independent out there, there's independent artists that's out there screaming that. You know, it's good to grow with people that kind of understand where you need to be and have the connections and the accolades to kind of get you there. So don't always frown up on it. Just make sure they're coming from a good heart, good place. You know, not just trying to expose you or use you to exploit you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of artists are you looking for?
So I've been dipping and dabbling. I say more of a pop lane, or more of a country, or crossover music, commercial music. I would work with a rapper, but it would have to be a certain type of rapper, you know. But on my management side, you know, it's up. So I work with really almost any artist on the management side.
Why are you specific when it comes to rappers?
Well, I just know it's a liability there. There's a
Yeah.
lot to worry about it. I'm not in a position to kind of babysit or, you know, anything like that. And it's a lot of arrogance involved. I was in a room with a guy that was doing a listening party, a very talented guy. And I really think he can really make it. But he was so arrogant and just so, like, you know, wow. You know what I'm saying? And when you like that, it's hard for you to kind of, like, go to the next step, because ain't nobody really going to want to invest in you, because you already not listening and you already kind of being a problem. You don't want to be a problem when people put money in your pocket or give you opportunity.
Right. I think it's kind of, nowadays it's kind of weird how the hip hop culture is, because it's more, like you said, it is a liability not only like within the industry but outside of the industry due to the influence that it has. And as of lately, like, hip hop been very violent.
Yeah, I agree. I think they calmed it down a little bit more, somewhat, but it definitely is violent. And it always has been, honestly. So I just think that there's more creativity out here. There's other ways to creatively express what you're dealing with or what you're going through than promoting violence. And, you know, but I ain't gonna act like I don't listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, boy, one of my favorite rappers, you know, just to be real. And so, I mean, it ain't that I don't listen to it. It just, but I do know I have a balance. You know,
Yeah.
I have a balance in what to listen to all the time. And I listen to a lot more than just Young Boy. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. So what are your goals as a record label? How does your record label stand out from other record labels?
All right, so my goals are to basically position talent into bigger artists. We wanna open up your audience, expand your audience. Also, we are really big on like sponsorships and endorsements and like scoring. You know, getting your song on movies, movie placements, and stuff like that. So, and what makes me different, in my opinion, is like I really care. You know, about if you're a part of the team, your family. Not only that, like, I'm not here to just take from you. I'm actually here to put you in a better position with or without me. I'm not trying to trap nobody. You know, it's all love, and I, you know, really put all time and effort into building what I love.
Do you have any actions towards to like changing the industry? Like, have you seen any problems within the industry that you would like to change?
Yeah, well, the gatekeeper system. I don't really think it has to be like that. There are a lot of apps out here that's kind of open up that there's the opportunity for you to kind of be able to reach directly to who you need to reach with. Get in touch with. And another thing too, I really want to change the stigmatism that you do need people. We do need a team. We do collaborating is where it go. But you don't necessarily need a bigger label. There's other ways you can go and make your name to an entity. And if you make your name into an entity, you build your credit off that name, then you can get a $250,000 credit line, which is what you asking for from a label. And instead of you asking them to invest in you, you can invest in yourself. And that's what I want to do. I want to kind of show people different ways, different avenues to go within the music industry than just the typical, because I feel like everybody going in the same lane and there's other lanes to tap into.
What is that lane that you're talking about?
Not you gonna put it on the spot. I mean, there are multiple lanes. Like I said, placements. There's not enough people trying to stick with placements. Songs aren't always for the radio. Sometimes songs are strictly for movies. And
or commercials.
Yeah. And it might not be. It could be like the dumbest song, or it might not be the song that you would even wanna listen to on a daily basis, but it'll be the song that's perfect for this multi-million-dollar movie that's gonna pay you well, Or there's such thing elevator music. There's actual such thing holding music. Like tap into those lanes, those elements a little more, and see how you can get your music in those places to be able to kind of still get the streams and still get the accolades, and that's actually a bigger. If you ask me, I think it shows more of who you are and the level that you're willing to go to be successful versus somebody that go the typical normal way. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's a lot more out here too. You just gotta follow me on Instagram or something like that so I can do a little consulting. I just don't want to give all my jewels away.
Right, because I'm like, I almost went there with you when you started talking about the entity, and then you said something regarding the 250,000 credit limit.
Yeah, okay. What you gonna say?
I was gonna, ask for more information on that because I feel like a lot more people need to hear that.
Okay. I'm actually I'm in conversation with a guy on Instagram, and I'm actually thinking about doing a networking event that's going to tie in entrepreneurs, artists, to kind of introduce themselves to the world of credit. But pretty much, it's nothing new under the sun. It's pretty much you going out, actually building the entity all the way through, thick and thin. That's with your EIN, your LLC, your business account, even to make it look better, your business license, etc. Once everything is fully set up and ready to go, then that's when you go out and get your DUNS number. And once you get your DUNS number, that's what you use to basically build your business credit. And you start off with that by using Net 10 accounts, which is with multiple card lenders that will automatically approve you off the rip, just for having a company. But it does take money to make money. It's one of those things you got to pay like their fee, which is like an annual fee up front, maybe like $100. And then you got to use the card multiple times. So using the card, you want to get 3 at first, open them up, and make sure they stay in good standings. And about a month and a half paying on them, you get another 3. And once you get the 6, that will basically start qualifying you to go and get business in your name, cards in your name, and etc. And also be able to go and get the backing of like $250,000 and going to go pay for all this stuff and get it all written off on your tax write-offs and your taxes as a tax write-off, and etc.
I think it's amazing that you said that because, like, literally, Master P just had this whole online event regarding credit. And I'm like, I wonder if people are really tapped in, because a lot of people miss out or they get behind due to the fact that they don't know anything about credit, like the real things that you can do with it.
The leverage.
Yeah, the leverage. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Because in the day you can have money, but you still want to add more leverage. So if you can have $1 million, but if you got $1 million plus $1 million in credit, you got $2 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then you take that $2 million and use it as your leverage. You already got to spend your own money. Never again.
Yeah.
It's all about leveraging and planning sponsorship, those endorsements, stuff like that. That is real. You can get a whole, like ADT will sponsor your whole building for a maximum, a good amount of money, give you insurance and all that. It's just all about tapping in and knowing what you capable of getting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff out here for us. We just gotta kind of like be more informative to, you know, what's out there pretty much.
I think we need to be more open-minded.
Yeah, exactly. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people hear that, they be like, it's far-fetched, so I can't do it.
Yeah.
Which I've been knowing about this for forever, and I've been in business for 6 years, and it's not easy to acquire it, but it is acquirable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's even obtainable. You know, you can actually get it, but it just takes you like really being strategic. You know, instead of you spend that money on the club every week, or maybe going and go get your hair done or your hair cut. You know, you might have to be a little more. You might, a little more strategic on how you move, and instead of doing that for the next 3 months, what you gonna do? You gonna pay these credit cards, you gonna pay these bills, but you know that you might be homeless right now. I'm just saying, so to speak, not telling nobody to go out there and be homeless, but in 3 months you gonna be set up and you won't never be homeless again. So it just, most people don't want to never really go and sacrifice it all and take all them steps to really go and do what you got to do, and you also got to build your own credit, and
You definitely do.
It ain't easy.
It ain't. But I like to tell people that you got to start small.
Facts.
Because I literally started off my business credit through my personal credit. I got my personal credit together, and then I was able to obtain business credit for both of my businesses. However, you know what started this journey though? Like $25 a month, and just put it on auto pay.
Yeah.
So now you got that credit utilization up.
Yep.
And then you paying it on time.
Yep.
Because you got it on auto pay.
Yep.
So I think another like great advice is read.
Absolutely. Research is out here.
read a book.
Nah, and I be talking to a lot of people too. Like, I be like, bro, do you ever see? Because I be feeling like a lot of hacks, like life hacks. You know what I'm saying? So I follow people who give those knowledge, and I be trying to like talk to people. I be like, yo, you see this on Instagram? They don't never see that. I'm like, I be like, who y'all following? You know what I'm saying?
Let's
so
speak on that.
It does have a lot to do with who you're following. If you're only following bloggers and social media platforms and all that, then you only gonna see that, you know what I'm saying, that bull crowd. But if you following people that's feeding you, that actually has what you trying to get, they gonna be giving you the knowledge, and it's gonna also mentally keep you on game, because that's all you ever seen coming down your TM instead of that trash.
Yeah.
Chaos and stuff that ain't really adding value to you.
I've learned the difference between people. The people that do follow the blogs and know about celebrity gossip and stuff like that, you see that. You see that in their personal lives. And the people that follow people that's giving gems and people that's like giving them free game, even if it's just a little free game and, a clickbait to get you to sign up for their services, but still you see that in their personal life. It's like two different people.
Nah, seriously.
Yeah.
Nah, seriously, and it gotta stop. Like, for real, like, I'll be the one to say it, like, first. Like, it gotta stop, man. We gotta stop feeding ourselves poverty. That's why we in the situation that we at, you know what I'm saying? And stop looking at people like us that will tell you how to get to the steps we at and ways of going about doing it, and, frown upon the information instead of just actually going out here and, feed yourself.
It's kind of weird because the minute that you start giving out free game, it's like you become a threat in a
No,
way.
seriously, I've had a lot of
Yeah, and it's like
issues with that
I'm
too.
not trying to be intimidating. I just came across this information that I believe that you should know.
Yes, and that's where I was at for a long time. I was going to a lot of people like, hey man, you know, I see what you can do better. You know what I'm saying? That's why I consider myself to be an enhancer. I enhance things. I look at it and I see ways that you can really make money off, capitalize off of it, like ASAP. You know what I'm saying? And I try to give jewels to people. I have given jewels to people. They have actually grown from what I've said in my direction. And most of the time, a lot of times, it just don't go right. You know, people, they do feel threatened and they try to either little dog you or, you know, it is not about that because, you know, they like, I'm always coming from love. You know what I'm saying? Or the passion of just growth. I love growth. You know what I'm saying? So if I could see, like, something that could just eat vibe, like, it just does something to me to where I just really, like, not even try to. I just be trying to just put it out there, like, pour into you. You know what I'm saying? And I had to stop doing it, though, because I learned that you got to get poured back into, so you don't want to be drained. You know
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. If you always pouring into people, what do you have to give to yourself?
Exactly.
So but pouring into people, is that a learned behavior, or have you always been that way?
I think it is a learned behavior. My mom was like that. My brother like that. My uncle like that. But I do have a lot of people that's not like. More people is not like that. But I guess I kind of like took to the people that was, and I didn't really want to be like the dudes, like, you know, the people that, you know, were just full of shit or just, you know what I'm saying, just not on no growth, you know, bigger and better, you know. So yeah, it wasn't for me. Yes, it was like that because of the people I was around, but it ain't really like that though.
I think it's
if that makes sense.
I think with my thought process is looking at gatekeepers and seeing like some of the gatekeepers, not all of them, but some of them, the way they be moving sometimes is kind of mad weird, or it's like
most of
it's selfish.
Most of them. Most people are selfish.
Yeah.
Most people are selfish.
So I'm like, somewhere up there, we got to switch up the mindset. But I tell people all the time, when God put you in position, don't be like that. Like, if you already know how it affects not only them, but also the community, find a way to switch that up.
And they probably got burnt, and that's probably why they like that. But
yes,
you still got to keep it going, like, you know, and just do a better job at, you know, picking and choosing who you giving that game to. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't necessarily stopped, but I am only really giving game to people that give game to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that like, in a way, is that you protecting your energy?
That's exactly what it is. Because sometimes I go head over heels, and then I realize, like, you ain't going head over heels. I'm tripping. Like, hold up, let me put you back. You know what I'm saying? And then it make you aggravated sometimes and frustrated, and, you know what I'm saying, put you in a place you don't want to be at. So I just learned to just kick back. You know what I'm saying? And most people not like that, not like me.
Yeah.
And I can't expect them to be me. So
That's true.
I'm still learning.
I say that all the time. Like,
I'm still learning.
You can't expect people to react or to do what you would typically do. Because then when you put on expectations, you get disappointed.
Nah, seriously, expectations.
Yeah.
I totally agree. That was something I had to put down real quick.
Have you had like a traumatic experience with an artist?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, I haven't had a great experience with no artist, to be honest with you. Every artist, there was something there that was kind of somewhat in the way of progression. You know what I'm saying? So if, you know, but there was progression, and it was going to great lengths and levels that hasn't ever been gone before amongst, you know, the people that I was working with. But it still was like turbulence, and a lot of them was just really in their own way. And so I wouldn't say it was just the best situations with either artist, but I definitely don't regret any of it because, you know, I learned from them.
So that when you approach the situation different.
I would definitely approach the situation way different. And I messed up too by trying to be free-hearted. You know, I should have contracted these artists. I should have, you know what I'm saying, did my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So when I realized I didn't do that, I couldn't really even blame them after, you know, wow, you know. Cause you tend to like show them things and they get big-headed. And I've had artists that we went all the way to the end and somebody else came along, they feel like they can do better with them, they went with them. I had artists that I took all the way to Atlanta and even took your friends, got a big interview with DJ Small Eyes, all type of stuff, and then they let the friends, you know what I'm saying, get in the way and tell them, you know, how to run their career like they was the one that was doing something for you. And then I've also had artists to where like I took them out of town to Atlanta again. Matter of fact, it was another artist introduced them to somebody else, and they basically went to go work with that person that I introduced them to.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was real crazy because like we had multiple stops. I'm connected in all around the state, and how I do like production deals. So basically, they'll do the production side of things. So like Atlanta was just one of the like 7 stops. You know what I'm saying? So if you thought that person was big, then imagine what you could have, you know what I'm saying, accomplished if you just would have stuck around. But hey, but one thing about me, I wish the best for everybody. Like it's never no bad blood or anything like that. Or, you know, if I see them right now, kudos. But I'll move forward.
Yeah. Will you ever work with them again?
One person, definitely. Not because of necessarily the relationship, but because of, well, not because of what happened or didn't happen, it's just because of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Can't really go against blood. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. Blood's a blood situation, you know?
Yeah.
So can't really go against blood. So I always work with my blood. But everybody else, I don't know. It got to be on some real good terms. Like, it got to make a lot of sense for me.
You know, you're not the only one that like have expressed the same gratitude regarding artists nowadays, because there's a lot of like managers and record labels that pretty much say the same thing. Like they don't want to be students no more. Not saying all artists, but
No, seriously.
you know, I think everybody see it's an entitlement nowadays. Like everybody is entitled.
But you got to make sure when you're entitled that you know what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause you can't be entitled to nothing that you ain't doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's really what it boils down to. Like, you know, to be entitled, there has to be something. You got to be doing it by yourself. Like, you can't be entitled to nothing that ain't done alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, can't do that. But it is entitlement with a lot of people, a lot of situations. Entitlement does ruin things.
Facts. Do you have any inspirations on how you're gonna run your record label? Like, you know, do you look upon other people?
So originally, I really didn't. Who I am is kind of like just who I am, you know. But when I like got more into being me, and which led to me being in the record business, the recording business, I was getting people were saying that I was like certain people. You know, it was like Kanye, what else they said? It was like DJ Khaled and Master P. I've just heard like a lot of different people. Once I started hearing that, Clarence Avant was really one of the biggest ones, the Godfather.
Yeah.
And
you know, a lot of people don't know about him.
no, a lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? But when I went back and looked at his story and looked at these people's stories, these people were a lot like me, and the way they thought, and you know how they thought of themselves and their path and where they was going. So now I kind of do like look at Kanye and the people I just named. You know, so but not really big until like how I move, but definitely on a bigger scale of confirmation. Like, you know, basically what I'm thinking, it's not in vain. I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
Cause I felt like I was tripping before, thinking big like that when nobody else around me thought big.
No, you're not tripping.
I appreciate you.
I think God definitely put certain visions on your heart for a reason. I don't think you're supposed to sit on it.
Thank you.
So I would suggest, I think you should tap into like Barry Gordy, like
Okay.
Motown.
I saw the movie, and I did like how he started. He was getting people because I work. It's similar too because I work at I go to school at Media Tech. I go to school at Media Tech. So I'm about to get my associates in May.
Congrats to that.
Thank you. And pretty much that's what he did. He wasn't going to school there, but he stayed down the street from a music school, and he was bringing a lot of them to work for him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a strategy to utilize.
It ain't working free, so.
Yeah, yeah.
But a lot of them wind up becoming big artists, though. You know what I'm saying? So his biggest artists came from that.
And then the whole structure of Motown, though, like, I think that's what I'm learning as a business owner is the importance of creating that structure where you can just copy and paste it in a way. Like this is Lorraine Records way. This is Bree Productions way, and you just copy and paste the formula. Exactly. And I'm just now like to me, I think certain shit that you learn, you have to be in it.
No, seriously.
You gotta.
Oh, I got you. Like basically, you can't tell nobody. You can't really like say nothing about it until you done it.
Yeah.
No,
you gotta be an experience.
Most situation because everybody experience it the same. It's been plenty of time people told me don't do this. This ain't the way to do it, and I did it, and I got through. Like so, it was totally different for me. So when I realized that, it was like game changer for me because I ain't listening to you.
Yeah.
I ain't listening to you, especially if you ain't done it.
Right. And I think it's only so much you can learn in the classroom.
Yes.
That's why it's important to like you got to jump off the porch because then the terminology. I think the classrooms teach you the terminology on how to say certain things, how to come across. But the action behind that has to be experienced. That
action is so serious. Cause you can know a lot of people know a lot, but they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. Like they don't mean nothing. I know them. I got an uncle, boy. I tell you, he can tell you how the distance between here and everywhere in the world.
But don't never go.
But ain't never done nothing though. And he like, hold up, man. I had a brother like that, man. He was. Look, man, he was smart as heck, you know what I'm saying? But he knew so much, but he ain't done all the stuff that he knew. And it was just like, man, like, I guess from them type of people kind of like made me like, I hear you. Like, I'm going to take heed. I'm going to listen, like, really listen. But I'm really going to try to figure it out myself and what, works for me or if I get that same experience as you did. Like,
why you think people don't move, like take action?
I think it's fear of failing. But people don't know failure is really succeeding. Yeah.
Why you say that?
Well, because you got to fail to succeed. We have all failed from day one of birth. From trying to walk. When we first walked, we failed. You know what I'm saying? We first crawled, like, you know what I'm saying? Things just didn't work out. When we first tried anything, it never works out.
That's true.
So it's okay. That's a part of the journey. Like, you can't really do one without the other.
Hold on, wait a minute. You just said something. Every time you try something for the first time, you do fail.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's inedible. Like some people try to take mythology. They try to take mythology out of it, or the theory. The
process though.
Yeah, you can't take certain things out of it. The origin, like the origin, will always be the same. Like I was just talking to what's his name?
Nick.
I was talking to Nick, and basically one thing we were saying is that he was just saying like how do you basically keep taking no's, and I was telling him I was like there's no such thing as a no. The only thing is telling you is a different way of doing it. So when they tell you no, you make sure you get all the details of why they telling you no. So you gonna go and change everything that they say so they can't tell you no again.
You know what? That's facts.
And if you want to go do that, you go do that. But if you don't, then that's why you're not successful. That's why you're thinking like that because you not really trying to go the extra mile. You only trying to go with it and look at it in one angle, one way. And I don't know. I'm a very positive thinking person, so maybe it's just me.
So you saying when somebody tell you no, they're actually giving you the game on how to get yes.
Yeah, like it's
okay.
Cool.
So a great example of this that just flashed in my mind that I think a lot of people need to really like pay close attention to.
What's up? Talk to us.
We just talked about the credit situation. So when you get denied, they send you a credit letter saying why you got denied.
Oh yeah, seriously.
So now you go back and you
Yeah.
fix exactly why you got denied.
Exactly. And it might take you to go after. It might take 3-4 months. It might take you have to go pay for this to get off, or go pay this up, whatever. But there is a step always to go to where you're trying to go. It's just are you gonna do that?
So when you reach out to somebody and you say, hey, you know, I want a sponsorship, and they say, well, and then you say, okay, so why? Like,
Why?
Why?
Do I not fit your what you looking for, or is it okay? Then I don't fit it. What does paint me a picture of what you are looking for, and then once they do that, then you kind of go and you mimic, you change some things, and you get there. But if you're not, most people don't want to go and do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to go and change. They don't want to go and switch up. They don't want to go and learn more words and go and buy more clothes, or look, they just so stuck and they feel like they gotta do like this particular way. But I'm not like that at all. Like I was telling Nick too, that I'm real big on like if you give me feedback, I kind of take it in and I really examine it enough to switch up my own way of doing things. Like if you tell me basically you ain't taking in what I'm saying because of this, okay, bet. I'm gonna go back and I'm actually listen to what I said and think about it and then come in at a whole different angle. You know what I'm saying, than I did at first. And that wasn't easy to do. That it take growth, time, and getting older, and because that's patience and some more stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
I had that same issue of people telling me stuff in the minute that people are speaking to me like, Bree, I think you should do this. It's like inside I'm burning up. Like, why? Like like I'm instantly offended.
Seriously.
And I'm like, Bree, you gotta stop that, because it's really people out there. Now you do have people out there that don't have your best interests at heart.
Most people don't.
You do have those instances where people really do want to see you win. So this is a time for you to use your power of discernment and listen. It's okay to listen.
It's okay to listen, even if it ain't. Even if they coming in bad intentions, still listen. It's stuff you can still learn from this situation. I guarantee you, if you really listen to them, even if you're not doing it, if it's not you, now you can go steps and try to not even come off as they being you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It just critiques, man. And if you want to be rich, you want to be that person, then that's how it's going.
Do you know the artist MF Doom?
Nope.
That he recently passed, like,
never heard of him.
Last year. He's the artist. He's the hip hop artist, like one of the legendary lyricists, like just known for his lyrics. But he covered his face with mask. And he moved to the UK, based out of. Okay, look up NF Doom. Okay. And one of his interviews, he spoke on like people just needing to shut the F up, like be quiet. He said that his mom always told him, like, you got one mouth and two ears for a reason.
Exactly.
So, take that in. Like, it's okay to just hush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, humble yourself. Put yourself in the other person's shoes sometime and just chill out. Like, you don't take all that. You want to keep good energy around you, good vibrations, and sometimes in order to do that, like you said, you just gotta shut up, get out your own way.
Throughout this entire journey, the 6 years that you've been in Dallas, what is the most valuable lesson you've learned?
I've learned how to deal with people. I learned to be more understanding and more. I've also learned you don't have to cut people off. Sometimes you just gotta meet people where they are, and kind of don't put yourself back into the same situation that you was in where you felt like you had to cut somebody out. So I think that's one of the most valuable things I had to learn. It was not really all about you love a person, you care for them, you do a lot for them, but you just really want to be conscious of yourself and them and the way you moving forward. You don't want to keep going through the same circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn it the hard way, but I think it has helped me savor a lot of situations. It also helped me kind of just prevail through situations that I didn't think I could prevail through. Yeah.
What situations was that?
She don't go. She don't go. I mean, projects wise, like just for me to still be out here wearing this hoodie, you know, stand up. Really, I released in 2018, and I had to go through a lot to kind of keep this going. You know what I'm saying? And it was really just me. So this single, like it speaks off of just pushing through, like by all means, and yeah, that's really what it is.
Is it difficult for you to promote it?
Nah, it wasn't that. He trying to get there. No, it's not none of that. It's just life. Life happens. COVID has happened since then.
Yeah, that's true.
A few things, and you gotta have skills to pivot. You know, so those pivots wasn't always something I was trying to do, but it's something that had to be done, and now it got me into a better situation. So, yeah.
I think it's still dope. I think it shows your tenacity.
Yeah.
And how resilient you are.
Thank you.
And sometimes you gotta like you said, there's power in forgiveness. Like there's power in being a bigger person.
Facts.
Yes, for you to still be like, I don't got no problem with you, but we still gonna push this.
Yeah,
this
it's
single.
Business.
Because at the end of the day, and I noticed this about that certain single, it just gave me Disney vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Like
so you listened to it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I do my research.
Okay.
I think it's more. I think it is commercial, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like this is something that should be like in a sitcom or a movie or something. And the fact that he have dance moves attached.
Oh yeah.
He's active with the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like dude, y'all can really take it there.
He that dude, man. I would never deny that he's a threat to the industry, for sure. Shout out to Sean Austin.
Yeah. With the dance moves and the singing and just the whole commercial, I was like, yeah, this is, cause I'm getting to the point where
By the way, sorry, like when I speak about stand up, I don't mean like into his negativity or anything like that.
Right.
I'm saying myself, I was in the way. We had other people that was in the team that was in the way. It was just a lot of situations, a lot of variables. So it wasn't like, I ain't trying to make it seem like, speaking about him, but look like that. I'm talking about the stand-up project in general was just a rocky situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I'm not a bad rocky or a good rocky, but I would have definitely done it differently if I could. That's all. I just want to clear that up.
But I think that's within itself is a lesson, though.
Yeah,
like you had to learn from that.
Definitely.
And now you know how to move in new situations, which is okay.
Absolutely. And that's beautiful, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah, people don't know that. That's really great because it's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a skill. So
It's free game.
free game.
You had to go through it, but you grew through it, so
Yes.
you'll be all right.
Yes, exactly. And I'm still here right now today on Bree Productions. Shout out to her, for having me. But yeah, that's the results of pushing through. You know what I'm saying?
What are your goals for the future?
Oh man.
Because I see you got the Powerhouse event. Is it Powerhouse?
Powerhouse, what you talking about?
What is that? The event that's coming up?
Wow.
Power something.
Oh, the Power of Music. Okay, so that's what Keo. That's what Keo. And I'm just basically helping him promote that.
Oh, okay.
But it is a big event though. You guys make sure y'all go to that. Check that out on my page. But some of the things that I really got going on, be on the lookout. I got a big tour jumping out this year that will fall into next year. I got a couple of big events that will be annual. So I am looking for artists, very diverse artists, to jump on this tour with me, on these events with me. So if you that artist, make sure y'all contact me. It will be major exposure, major opportunity, paid opportunity. I'm basically just bridging the gap. So if you're looking to be one of those people, make sure y'all contact me. But that's pretty much it right now. I can't give all the niggas away. I will be back. Me and Bree gonna do some business together. So
Yeah, for
y'all
sure.
gonna definitely hear more about this with her as time go by. But yeah, just be on the lookout. That's how you gonna get more intel.
You have any more singles you would like to push?
No, yeah. So I'm actually in conversation with an artist from California.
Okay.
So him and his manager both are in LA. They have a nice following. He's Spanish, so he doing reggaeton. Yeah, so I'm excited to jump into that realm. Once again, I ain't putting nothing out there yet. You got to be on the lookout for that too, to know who that artist is. But I do plan on signing him actually this week. So no, not this week. 2 weeks. They coming there in 2 weeks. He's already here. But yeah, so that's gonna be a real dope opportunity for me to kind of jump in that genre.
Do you have to like move different depending on the genre of music?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Because I was confused about that. Like, do you have to act a certain way or move a certain way?
I wouldn't say act a certain way, but yeah, I do have to move different because I don't want to, mess up their brand.
Yeah.
They're like I said, I have an artist, female, that I'm thinking about signing, and she's like more of like I would give her like a Adam Levine type.
I love Adam.
She's real poppy.
Yeah.
And she has a nice voice, guitar, and it's not, her sound doesn't cater to like the hip hop, sound. So I wouldn't want her cross that over or, do anything to mess up her brand. So I do have to be conscious in where I go and things like that to also my own brand.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
my own brand because
Yeah.
I'm actually building to the next level. Like I said, where I'm taking stand up, I'm gonna be sitting down with like a lot of bigger people and mayors and state people, whatever.
I see that you work with kids a lot too.
Oh yeah. I do. I got some things on the lookout for that. Some of those tours, or a bulk of those tours will be involving children. So yeah, that's why we kind of get at me. Just make sure y'all get at me because I'm definitely on the prowl. I'm definitely on the looks. And it don't even got to be artists. It can be TikTokers or dancers or people just want to just bless the children or bless the audience. Contact me.
It's dope. So tell the people how they can follow you and how to stay in tune with your future projects.
All right, so Lorraine Records, that's LORRAINE Records with an S on all platforms. That's where you can find me. Make sure you DM me. You can email. My email is on there on my Instagram. So yeah, that's how you contact me.
Quick question.
So
How you come up with Lorraine? Is that like your mom or something?
Yep, it's my mom in the name.
That's
Lorraine
dope.
Records. Yeah, we share the love of music, and along with a lot of my family members. So that's what I'm really So that's where it definitely came from her.
Continue that legacy.
Oh yeah, one more thing too. I'm doing a family album, man. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, so like most of my family can sing, and they're like producers and artists and all type of stuff, and they're all coming down here for like Thanksgiving. And I've been having a dream. They've been talking about it for years. Nobody never actually did it, so I'm putting together a family album. So y'all gonna be able to kind of get my background and understand where I came from and what got me here through this album.
That's dope. A family album. That's really nice.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited for you. Well, y'all make sure y'all go follow Lorraine Records.
Yeah, follow me.
Go follow if you are interested in participating in his annual events.
Let's go.
His tours that's coming up really, really soon. Make sure you contact him.
Let's go.
ASAP. Y'all already see what type of mindset he have, which I feel like is key to have to be different in a way. Very informative, and you can tell that he's very passionate about music. So it's a difference with working with people that's passionate versus people that just want $1. But that's another conversation.
Seriously.
That's another conversation. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Bree Moore Productions YouTube channel. Make sure you follow Bree Moore Productions on all social media platforms. We also have a website, breemoreproductions.com, so you can tap in, stay in tune with everything that we have got going on in Dallas right now. And if you have any questions for me as well, you can leave them in the comments. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you support Lorraine Records with everything that he's doing.
Much
really
love.
dope.
Much love.
And until next time,
See you
stay
next
dangerous.
time. Thank y'all.
Peace.